that in terms of grades,
Breakfast of
grades
nuts.
are not forthcoming, tuition fees,
State college in the
so many
spotlight.
things. So I understood that tuition fees has gone up from 3 something to 450 or thereabouts. So I'm not too sure that was messaged to me. Also, as it relates to grade, they enter into a next semester, and students are saying that they have not been able to get their grades as it relates to exams they sat some time ago. So they are asking the authorities to release their grades. I also understood that government has not yet paid fees due to the college, and as a result, students have not been able to get their grades met. So government again in the limelight, in the spotlight, not doing what they have to do, not doing it on time. And so students are suffering and students are asking for their grades. They have not been able to get their grades. So maybe you may want to find out from Dr. Donald Peters, the good old doctor, president of the Dominica State College, what is going on at the State College. I'm sure just now you may get some calls from parents who are concerned about that, and it probably even students, because they have been sending me messages all night long, and even the better part of this morning expressing their concerns that they are not able to get their grades.
This will come.
But can I jump out to this, because one parent is reporting here that to get those grades you need to pay a fee. Is that what it is?
Well, if you are not in good standing, you will not get your grades. It's almost like what happened at the UWood Law School. If certain fees are not paid, then obviously you will withhold your grades. So now, what seems to have happened, or is happening, is that government has not yet paid fees that they have to pay for students, and because of that, the grades of the students are locked. So they have not yet been released.
So why do you want to punish the students? I'm just based on what you're saying. Why do you want to punish the students for what is a government responsibility? But again, we need to hear the government side of the story as well.
Well, that is the thing that happened at the UWood Law School, man. That government had not paid the fees, the dues, and so the students' grades were locked. That is so the same thing applies in Dominica. You have not yet paid the dues or fees, whatever it is, and so the students are not able to get their grades. And like I said also, I understood that the fees have also gone up from, I think, 375 to 450. I don't recall exactly the amount. You may very well get that from them. But the fees has gone up, and students are saying that they had not even catered for that. They were not even told about that. And all of a sudden, fees gone up, and they are saying they don't have that money. So if you have not yet paid your fees, you have not yet gotten your grades, yet the fees have gone up for next semester, you ought to be concerned. So I don't know what government is going to do about that, what they're saying about that, but we ought to get some government officials to speak on that matter. Because students need their grades, I guess they have certain things to do, and they cannot get their grades. So we need to find out what is happening at the Dominica State College.
Caroline, anything happening in the courts at this time?
Not to my knowledge. Right now, I'm in the criminal session of the court is ongoing. It opened this and it's ongoing as we speak. I know there were 2 matters started down for the criminal session. So I did not follow this. But as you speak about that, though, I understood yesterday that the office of the Director of Public Prosecution was flooded.
Okay.
Flooded yesterday with water. They did not. I understood they were almost swimming in water.
So something has to happen there in terms of trying to, fix that problem.
Well, as any little rain that falls, the place is waterlogged. It gets rain and rain. It's an old century building. It's a very, very old building. So certain things have to be done. But remember
who's responsible for the repairing of the building? Is it the church? I know this building is or was owned by the church. It
is still owned by the church. It is still very much owned by the church. Very much owned by the church.
So the responsibility will be that of the church.
That is very correct, brother.
All right. Well, I'm hoping that the bishop and his administrative staff is listening, and something could be done and can be done for the people in the DPP's office for sure.
Because also some people have to go in the roof, and in the roof, all the electrical works are in the roof. Something could have happened in there, because They were trying
So they have
to
to
shift
fix
wires
it,
left, right, and
and they
center.
still have to
And
pay them
all
their
that was
rent
a
or
comment on
whatever they
Sunday,
pay them for.
and
I'm telling
and
you,
you
the
have
church and the
people
state married
finding
in
themselves
Dominica.
inside here.
That's a
You playing
dangerous
around, lying,
marriage.
and then you're going to say, well, you are sorry, and all this kind of thing,
That's
but
a
somebody would
dangerous
have lost their
marriage,
life. So we're saying that, look, before we have people losing their lives, those in authority, those who are concerned or in charge of the office of the director.
Aren't you very close to your church, Carlisle, and very close to church officials? Maybe you can exert some influence there.
This has nothing to do with me being close.
I'm just telling you that you may have some, close relations with the people of the church, and maybe you can exert some influence. That's all I'm telling you.
This has nothing to do with that. Oh, by the way, as you speak about the church and so on, have you heard anything more about our pastor?
Well, as a matter of fact, John Baptist, I'm hearing from of another pastor, this time to the south of me. That's all I can say for now. And I don't know if you heard it yourself, but I'll give you more information. And everybody's asking about who is it that Matt is now talking about. Yes, a serious situation. And
The pastor in our area, Matt?
I don't know in our area. I just said south of me. That's all I can say for now.
Well, I know about that one, but hear this about the pastor.
What's that?
The other pastor.
All right. You mean the pastor in the Roseau Central area?
Yes. The pastor claims that he stepped down or he resigned as a member of the church. So he was asked, why did you resign? He said he had differences with his church members.
Right.
But if you but he remains on, because remember he's on certain organization, some top organization, etc. If you have been selected to shepherd your flock in a certain community, etc., etc., and if you have differences with them, but as a shepherd, you're supposed to do what you have to do, ask God for guidance, etc. Not you. So you live in them leaderless, and you claim because you have differences with them, you have resigned. Is that how pastors operate in that country now?
Well, that's how the pastor operates. But based on my investigations, if you are put on administrative leave, like we saw with Father Reginald Laflin in the Catholic Church, it means the church can investigate and find out. But in this case, he has resigned. So what is it that they have to investigate?
Okay, he has resigned. So why has he resigned?
I just hinted to you why I think he may have resigned. Because he doesn't want the investigations to, continue.
But he gives another side of the story. He states that his differences he's had with members of the church.
Well, all that we hear in all of the investigations, it can speak to differences, Carlisle Baptist. Your understanding of what differences may be in that situation is for you.